good to get Tavake out there?
Oh yeah, I call him Big V. Big V. It's good. It's good seeing Big V out there. He is who he is. I think when he gets back into it, he's going to show who he is, and I'm excited for him.
How well was Nolan playing before he had this?
Nolan was good. Nolan. It was a transition because Nolan last year was playing right tackle. I mean, he was playing right tackle, left tackle. He was kind of a swing tackle, and so him playing more right tackle, kind of more defined. I think he was doing a good job, and him doing this thing. I'm excited for him to kind of take this next step. Even though he's dealing with a little I don't think it's a setback, but he understands that he's going to play well, and so I'm excited for him too.
Kobe, with being in the program, have you kind of taken on more of a leadership role?
Yes, sir. That was a big emphasis on the offseason that a lot of coaches have for me, was that take the next step. Personally speaking, I've always been a guy that's kind of I've been in the background. I've got, I'm a worker bee. And so having that mentality of can I take that next step and be a leader instead of the worker bee? And so that was something that I was challenged on, and I kind of love that challenge because it makes me better. It makes me a better player. It makes me a better person. And I just, shout out Coach Lee for really, honing that in for me.
Talk about coming back. You got Bryce next to you. You guys have some experience.
Yeah. It's kind of like it's like riding a bike with it's like you're two guys on a bike and y'all kind of both know, okay, this is how we're doing, this is how we work. So it's like right when we get out there, okay, boom, Bryce makes the call, boom, boom, we're tracking, we know what we're doing. So it feels good to have B back out there, and it feels great, playing next to him, get another year next to him, and I think it's gonna make us one of the best inside duos in the country. And so
all right, so Nolan they've told us he's out. Who's taking those reps at right tackle next to you there?
Jack Tanner. Jack Tanner's been doing a great job. Kid from Tulsa. He's doing a great young man. He's very, he's very smart. He works hard. I mean, his work ethic is second to none. And I think he's going to make some big strides. And so I'm very pleased from what I've seen from him.
Quite a few young transfers who got a lot of playing time at their previous schools. What's that like, seeing those guys who are still so early in their careers but have already been on the field a lot?
Tyler Mercer, when the first day he got here, I was like, yeah, that kid can play. Because it's just, it's something that you see, it's just hard. It's like he can play. He's played Division I football, and he's played at a level where, okay, he knows what he's doing. And so just seeing that, Tavake, come back from injury, seeing him, play, and DeAndre Harper, I think he's coming along well too, and Jack Tanner doing his thing.
How much every year it feels like there's new guys that come in on the offensive line? How does Coach Leipold help you guys as a group?
I think a big emphasis that kind of Coach A had for us was that let's get in and let's right now after this, we're off going to go watch film as an offensive line, and so that just takes the next step, that camaraderie. We always try to be with each other. I think that's the offense, because offensive line is such a position that's so close knit, and that it's kind of like us against everybody. And so us trying to have that relationship and bring the new guys in is something that we're just trying to do. And I think Coach Leipold and Coach A have kind of done a good job for me and Bryce to kind of, okay, let's bring these young pups along and let's kind of bring them up quickly because we're gonna need them, And so,
what was your conversation like with Coach Paul about that leadership aspect?
Just take the next step. Like I was saying earlier, I was always a worker bee. I always kind of just been grab my hard hat and my lunch pail type of guy. And Coach Leipold and Coach A told me to kind of take that next step as a leader. What can I do to bring the room up? And so just getting on guys, let's do some extra work, or let's watch some film, or even if it's nothing strenuous, let's just talk about the game. Let's talk about some technique. And so just trying to be there for the guys and just trying to give everything I got, because it's my last year, and so I just want to do everything I can for Kansas.
Thank you.